I always thought the hardest part about working in an office was dealing with deadlines, meetings, and the occasional difficult coworker. I never imagined I would end up fighting for my job, or that I would watch people I trusted try to destroy my reputation overnight. But that's exactly what happened. It started on a Monday morning, the kind of morning where nothing feels wrong yet, but something is already shifting beneath the surface. I was in early, like always. I'm one of those employees who actually shows up on time, not because I'm trying to impress anyone, but because it gives me 10 quiet minutes before the noise begins. I made coffee, logged in, checked emails, normal things. Then, at 8:17 a.m., I got a notification that changed everything. Please report to conference room B immediately. No subject line, no explanation, just a message from HR. My stomach dropped. HR doesn't call you into a room at 8 a.m. for good news. When I walked in, the room was colder than usual. 2 HR reps were sitting across from me, and my department manager sat on the far end, arms crossed, eyes avoiding mine. "Please sit," one of the HR reps said. The tone told me I didn't have a choice. The meeting started with a sentence I still remember word for word. "We've received a report accusing you of tampering with project files and deleting data critical to the quarter-end review." For a moment, I couldn't even form a reaction. It felt so absurd my brain couldn't process it. "Tampering with files?" I asked. "What are you talking about?" My manager slid a printed sheet toward me. Timestamps, server logs, my username highlighted in red. According to the evidence, I had logged into the project folder at 11:46 p.m. the night before and deleted a set of financial documents the team needed for an audit. Documents I had never even touched. I stared at the page, my pulse pounding in my ears. "That's not possible," I said. "I wasn't even online last night." "We have logs," my manager replied, "and multiple team members reported seeing you near the office on Sunday." That part made me stop breathing. Seeing me near the office? On a Sunday? That was a lie, a complete fabrication. But the confidence with which he said it, that shook me. Something deeper was happening. HR continued. "Your access will be suspended during the investigation. If the documents aren't recovered, we may need to escalate this to corporate." I felt the room tilt. My job, my reputation, my future was suddenly in question. Over something I didn't do. When the meeting was over, I walked out of the room in a daze. Not angry, not crying, just hollow. Betrayal does that. It hits in slow waves. On my way back to my desk, someone grabbed my arm. It was the night shift security guard, Marco. We weren't close, but we exchanged small talk occasionally. He looked uneasy. "Hey," he whispered. "I heard they pulled you into HR." I nodded silently. Then he said something that changed the entire story. "I don't want to get involved, but I think you should check the CCTV from last night." My heart kicked into a sprint. "Why?" I asked. He looked around. "Because you weren't the one in this building at 11:46 p.m. I felt the first flicker of hope in my chest. "Can you show me?" He hesitated for a long moment, then nodded. "Come with me, but keep your head down." We made our way to the security office, a small room filled with monitors. He locked the door behind us, sat down, and pulled up the recording from the night before. The footage loaded. A hallway. Empty. Then, at 11:41 p.m., a figure entered the frame. A man in a hoodie, baseball cap pulled low, face hidden. But he did something that made my stomach twist. He walked straight to the badge reader and tapped a card. My card. My badge ID flashed on the monitor. 11:41 p.m. Access granted. It was unmistakable. Someone had stolen my badge. Marco paused the video and glanced at me. "Keep watching," he said. At 11:46 p.m., the hooded figure walked into our department. At 11:51 p.m., he left, carrying a folder under his arm. And even though his face was hidden, something about the way he walked, something about his posture, felt familiar. I leaned closer to the screen. "Can you zoom in?" I asked. Marco slowed the footage frame by frame. Then, at the moment the stranger pushed the door open with his shoulder, the hoodie shifted slightly, and I saw it. A small tattoo on his wrist. A tattoo I knew. A tattoo I had seen every day for 2 years on the forearm of one of my coworkers, Brad. The same coworker who always joked about how overconfident I was. The same coworker who said I got lucky being hired. The same coworker who was competing with me for a promotion next quarter. My pulse hammered so loudly I could barely hear Marco. "He was using your badge," he said quietly. "And I'm pretty sure he wanted it to look like you." I felt sick. Betrayal is heavy. But betrayal from someone you shared lunches and meetings with? That's a different kind of wound. Marco leaned in. "You need to take this to HR, now." I copied the footage onto a secure drive, thanked Marco, and walked straight back to the same room where I had been accused hours earlier. The same HR rep opened the door, surprised to see me. "I have something you need to watch," I said. They led me inside, and I placed the drive on the table. "Play the video." The footage filled the room. HR watched in silence. My manager's face drained of color the moment Brad's tattoo became visible. Then, suddenly, the HR rep paused the video and leaned forward. "Is that—" "Yes," I said. My voice didn't shake this time. "It's exactly who you think it is." They said nothing for a full 30 seconds. Then, "Please wait outside." I stepped into the hallway, and for the first time, all morning, I inhaled without feeling pain. 15 minutes later, the HR rep opened the door again. Their expression was completely different now. Less cold, less distant, almost apologetic. "Thank you for bringing this to us. We'll handle the situation." That afternoon, security escorted Brad out of the building. Not quietly either. Everyone saw it. He was yelling the whole time, insisting he didn't do anything. But the footage was undeniable. HR reinstated my access immediately. My manager apologized, awkwardly, stiffly, but it didn't matter. I had my name back, my reputation, my truth. But even after my innocence was proven, something inside me stayed wounded. Because the worst part of the whole experience wasn't losing access to my job. It was realizing how quickly people believed a lie about me. How fast they assumed the worst. How few people asked for my side of the story. It taught me something I didn't want to learn. In an office, your reputation can be destroyed faster than you can defend it. Now, whenever I walk down the hallway, I look at people differently. Not suspiciously, just realistically. Because I know now that some coworkers smile at you while secretly plotting ways to stand where you're standing. And sometimes, the only reason the truth comes out is because a camera was watching when no one else was.